You have ever heard of Joshua? Anyone? Can you find it in the Bible? Can you find the book of Joshua in the Bible? Is it in the Old or the New Testament? Who knows?
Old?
It's in the Old Testament. Good job. Good job. Yeah. All right. So, how many of you have ever been having so much fun in one day that you were just like, Lord, please, please, please don't let the day end. I don't want the sun to go down. What are you doing? Do you remember where you playing outside with your friends? Swimming. Yep. I love to swim. I did. So, yeah, come on in. You want to sit down and watch?
Here.
All right. So I was just like you as a kid. I would pray, Lord, please, please don't let the sun go down. But what happened? Did the sun go down or did it stay up?
It went down.
So have you ever heard the story about Joshua when he prayed to God for the sun to stop and the sun stopped?
Yeah, I remember that story.
You do? Well, there's a story in the book of Joshua, and I'm going to tell it to you, okay? But I need your help. Is that all right? Will y'all help me? You want to help me? No? Okay. It's all right. Okay, so Joshua was a servant of God. And God wanted him to go and destroy certain cities because they were disobeying God. So he was going. I mean, it was obviously something hard. God had asked him to do something hard, but he wanted to obey God, and so he did it because he knew that God would bless him in the end. So Joshua and his soldiers. So I need one Joshua and one soldier.
I'll be Joshua.
Okay, come here, boys. Right here. Who wants to be Joshua?
Me.
You get to wear this cool wig.
Nice.
All right, I think. And what does every good soldier have carrying around with him? A sword. That's right. So we're gonna use those noodles. So Joshua, you get a sword, and then you two get a sword. So, all right. Okay. All right. So you two guys stand right here for me. All right. All right. So Joshua and his soldiers were headed up to the city of Jerusalem to destroy it because God had asked him to conquer it, so that they would obviously be taken over, and so that God would reign, right? So King Zedek had heard of what Joshua and his soldiers were going to come do to the city because he had heard of what Joshua and his soldiers did to the city of Ai. So King Zedek was so scared that about them, but not only was he scared about them, but he was scared because the city of Gibeon had made friends with Joshua and his soldiers. And the soldiers of Gibeon were bigger and better than the soldiers were with Joshua. So King Zedek went and gathered 5 friends. But since we don't have a ton of kids in here, let me see 2 people that want to do something. Obviously, one of you girls. So you want to be King Zedek or another one? Okay. So King Zedek, come here. All right. Here's this cool crown. Because every king has a crown, right? So King Zedek has tried to gather all of his friends to come and destroy the city of Gibeon. So, wait, stop. Hold on to him, please. Thank you. So, the city of Gibeon was friends with Joshua and his soldiers. So they were like, Joshua, please come help us. Please come help us. So King Zedek and his men, so just march really slowly, were on their way over here to Gibeon. Yeah, march slowly. Good job. That's fine. We're on their way over here to Gibeon to try and destroy it. But Joshua and his men heard of what was happening. So they marched all night. So march really slow to Gibeon. You want to be on the other side of them because you're about to fight them. But don't hit them. Hit the noodles only. Okay? So and so y'all are fighting Gibeon right now. So you can move your swords around. Y'all aren't. Y'all are just standing there. So you take them by surprise. Listen up. So you take them by surprise, and they are so surprised that you're here that they take off running. So kind of turn around and walk that way, and then walk really slowly. And then the Lord opened up the skies and allowed hell to come out of the sky to destroy the mean people, right? So fall over, you're dead. You're welcome. All right. So Joshua, get on your knees, Joshua. Joshua prayed to God. Listen, Joshua prayed to God and said, God, please let the sun stand still so that the people of Gibeon can fight off those mean soldiers. You have a very good dead face over there, Brianna. Can fight off the soldiers. So he looked up, and the sun was shining, And some have said that the sun shine as long as 48 hours, which equals 2 days instead of 1, right? Because every day is 24 hours. So what the moral of the story is, listen up, we're going to get back home. What the moral of the story is that sometimes God is going to ask you to do some pretty hard things, right? Has God ever asked you to do some hard things? Like obey, like clean your room when you don't want to, but you know you need to because you're going to get in trouble if you don't?
Yeah.
Well, God's going to ask you to do some pretty hard things in your life, but it's important for you to know that God will never abandon you, and He will always bless you in the end for obeying Him, right?
Mhm.